welcome to another episode of The Garage. I'm Brian.
It's Ed.
And this one's going to be on prepping and bushcraft, particular area of expertise for Brother Ed. I know myself, well, quite a bit about prepping, but I'm not so much on the bushcraft like you are. He actually had practical experience out in the field with it. Mm-hmm. So,
mainly this is not really much on bushcraft, but because in another video we were talking about getting prepared for the 2020 election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when Trump wins, obviously who we're voting for. There's going to be, you know how bad it was when he won the first time, and they're screaming and crying, and the world's ending.
There were riots and everything. Yeah.
So it's going to happen again, and it's probably going to be worse. Mm-hmm. So wherever you live, you should. Wherever you live, no matter what the election, you should prepare your house anyway for anything, just for natural disaster, tornadoes, hurricanes. That's just, I think, common sense. So, but because of the election, you might want to get a little bit more prepared so you can stay in the house.
Yeah, for a couple of days.
Not go out to Walmart because,
yeah.
If he wins, and not saying this is going to happen, but if he wins and you're white, you might be a target, or whatever. Or you look like a Republican. How? What?
Well, I've seen.
Obviously, can't wear this shirt.
If I might interject.
No,
I'm a member of various Facebook groups. The Latino exit from the Democrat Party, the Black exit from the Democrat Party, the Jewish exit from the Democrat Party, and conservatives. Period, irregardless of skin color, are coming under attack.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I actually saw a video of a man who had a Trump hat on in his car and was drug out of his car and beaten by a group.
Yeah.
And they were saying that's what you get for wearing a Trump hat.
Yeah.
The violence has not gone away. I've actually seen an escalation of it.
Yeah. So, and that's what they want. They want us to be divided, and they want us to be cause conflict, so they can come in and take control. And you need us. You get
Yeah.
So anyway, so yes, back to preparing your house. Basically, every house, I think you should have at least minimum of 3 days worth of food for every person in the house. Not just 3 days worth of food, and then 5 of you eat it up in an hour. 3 days worth of food for each person that is in the house,
right?
Including your pets, by the way.
If you have pets.
If you have pets, yes. If you have dog member families,
make
sure they have enough food to go a week or so. So yeah, that's one of the big ones is food, and talking because with a disaster or anything, if the power goes out, so we're talking canned good foods that doesn't need refrigerated.
Yeah.
So canned goods, freeze dried foods are good because they have a huge shelf life, and you get them at any of the stores, Walmart and in the camping section, and they're not that expensive, but you just boil some water and pour it back in. It hydrates it, and they're actually delicious, I think. So, but they got like a 25-year shelf life, so get a. It's actually probably a good thing too to get to get these things and put them in somewhere where you know where they are. Usually, like the garage, put them in a tote and mark on that tote emergency supplies or something, and then stick it that way. You know where it is when things are going down.
Yeah.
The food is the biggest, one of the biggest ones. The other biggest one is water. You got to be able to not trust the water coming to your house.
No.
So you got to have your bottled waters already prepared, for drinking, and you can have other water, non-potable water, for other things worse than the washing. Sorry, the dishes and stuff like that. And the other big thing people don't think about is keeping either a big supply of water or 5-gallon buckets of water in your house, just so you can flush your toilet.
Yeah.
You don't need running water to flush the toilet. You can pour water in the bowl and it will flush.
Yeah, and this might sound horrible, but you can go, you can go a few days without a shower, folks. Okay, you can go a few days without a bath.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it looks like things are starting to wind up, fill your bathtub up.
Yeah.
Fill it up. That gives you water to flush with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it gives you water to, you can put water, take it over your sink, plug your sink, use that water to shave, at least kind of wash up a little bit, brush your teeth, whatever.
And you can use that water for
Flushing the toilets.
well, no, for eating and drinking as well, as long as you sanitize it first.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it's probably good water, but you don't want to ingest anything and not knowing.
Yeah, and I will give you the information, but there's a company, Seychelles, and I've got their water filtration products.
Yeah.
And with this water filter, I can go out here I've got a golf course near where I live. I can go out and pump water right out of the pond and drink it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good water filter is
a must.
Is a must. Yeah.
And it will pump the one filter. I've got 3 filters for it, but with those 3 filters, I have the availability to pump up to 3,000 gallons of clean, fresh, drinkable, potable water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So I'll give you that information. You can put a link in the description.
Sure.
So.
Yep. You need a stove, right? Because if your power goes out, how are you going to cook your food? You can't build a fire in your house per se, So you can get in the camping section, get a propane, usually a little 2-burner. Get your propane bottles, and you screw it in the side, and those things cook just as good as the stovetop does.
Yeah, so you're stocking up on propane.
Yeah, and stock up on propane for that. And also propane, you can get a propane lantern for lights,
Yeah. Yeah.
It needs to use your propane for a light source and for a heat source too. They have propane heaters too if you want to encompass it all. But you got to make sure you got enough propane for all of that, because you don't want to run out of not be able to cook.
Yeah. Now I myself also, sitting over here to my right, I would grab it, but it's got a little weight to it. But I got my hands on a gas-powered generator.
Yeah.
Because you got a refrigerator, you might have a freezer, okay? And with this, I can keep those cold. Run that for about an hour, and you keep your refrigerator cold, your freezer cold.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. If you don't have a generator, what you should do is obviously try not to open your refrigerator as much as you can.
Yeah.
But the other thing you should do, if it's going to be if you find out it's going to be a more of a longer term without the power, start cooking the food.
Yeah.
Get the meat out and start cooking it.
Yep.
And that's the best way to preserve it at that point is to cook it and eat it, put it in your body. So, and it's better be full and fat than to let all your meat go bad, and then you're sitting there smelling it, and then you're starving because you have nothing to eat.
That you can look these resources up, guys. I don't have the links, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'll maybe try to come up with them after we get done today with doing our garage episodes, but there are links that you can go to online where you can look up resources on how to dehydrate your meat. Yep. So that way you've got beef jerky or turkey jerky or chicken jerky, whatever kind of jerky.
Yeah. That's part of the prepping. Yep. Prep all up.
So you can dehydrate it during this time. If you ain't got power, you can do it. You can dehydrate meat with a grill if you do it right. Yeah. It's via indirect heat. It's not going to be. It's not going to be the best tasting, but you'll still get your protein.
Still get your protein. Yeah.
And
that's all you at that point is you need. Yeah, you just need protein.
You need carbs. You need protein, man.
Yep. What else? These are I got a little top 10 list here of things. Lights. We were talking about that with the propane. The other propane lighting is okay. I would rather not light my house with propane because it's loud and it's obnoxious. I think. I like candles. Candles are amazingly awesome.
Yep.
They've been used for millions and millions of years. Yes. Yeah. 50-cent candles all over the house. Yep. And then the other thing to get, I've got 3 of them in my house, is an oil lamp. And get some oil. And the oil lamps I have aren't very big, but I could fill that oil reserve up. And I think I've never tested it, but it's at least 48 hours of almost straight running.
2 days.
Yeah. 2 days. Of not shutting it off running. Yeah. And you only need lights for couple hours at night before you go to sleep or whatever. So but you got to have lights, especially you don't even think about it in the living room, and then I got to go to the bathroom, and you go to the bathroom and you have no light because it's so dark in there. So you have a candle or something, What was the other thing here? Stock up on your medicines. Especially like me, I'm diabetic, so I got to make sure I have enough supplies, that I can make it through a disaster. And if you have any kind of prescriptions, just make sure they're filled, and that's kind of a given anyway. But they also make sure you have enough Band-Aids and alcohol and first aid supplies, and in case of
Now on the diabetes part, if you're type 1 diabetic, make sure you have plenty of insulin for your insulin pump. Make sure you have batteries for your insulin pump. Okay.
Yeah, batteries.
Now, type 2 diabetic, type 2 diabetic, a lot of type 2 diabetics, I myself included, we can control our sugar level via diet.
Yeah.
So you can keep it under control, but you have to eat properly during this time. So if you let's say you don't have access to meds, if you don't have access to meds, make sure you have stocked up on the blood sugar meter and the strips. That way you can monitor yourself. You can at least monitor yourself, and you can adjust and control your blood sugar via your diet. Yeah. Okay. So, and that's I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Everybody stocks up on bread and milk. And those are two things that makes your sugar go up.
Yeah.
So
got to keep that
stock up on something else.
Yeah. Brown rice.
Yeah. Another one, kind of along those lines that people don't think about too, is having a good supply of toilet paper.
Oh boy, yeah.
You don't want to be in a disaster where you can't run down and go to Walmart and get some toilet paper and have no way to wipe yourself or clean yourself.
Case in point, Venezuela.
Yeah.
They can't even get toilet paper right now.
And toilet paper's cheap, but the downside of toilet paper is the fact that it's big and it's bulky. It's
dollar store.
It's hard to stock up on because it takes up so much room. But I was thinking about that. One thing toilet paper is really good at, it doesn't need climate controlled. No. Doesn't need a cool, dry place, right? So
throw it in the shed, throw it in the garage.
Throw it in the attic. That was my first thought. Every house has an attic. Yeah. Even though if it's not, it's got the fluffy insulation all over there. Yeah. So it ain't going to hurt the toilet paper.
That's it.
And it's in a bag. Yeah. Put it up here. Fill your attic. And it's just more insulation for your house anyway. But
and you can get a whole bunch of that stuff at the dollar store.
Yep, it doesn't have to be 2-ply perfect.
No,
quilted.
Doesn't have to be fancy.
Trust me. At that point, you're just wanting to wipe.
You're going to be thankful you got toilet paper. Okay?
And the other thing too, when you brought up the shower thing too, is they don't last quite as long because they will dry out after you open them up. But is the wet wipes.
Oh yeah.
If you get some wet wipes, you can do baths with a wet wipe. Wipe yourself off, throw them away. Use that for toilet paper if you need to, and keep yourself clean.
Oh yeah.
Because if you keep yourself clean, then you don't have as much disease. But we're thinking long term here. Yeah. I got long term apocalyptic thoughts. I need to bring it down to a little disaster. What else we got? You're not going to have, especially I'm thinking with the power out and everything, you're not going to have your Xbox or your PlayStation and all that stuff. So your kids are going to go crazy, and you don't want them to go outside and play because if there's rioting. So. Board games, man. Get board games. Get cards.
Learn how to play charades, folks.
Yes, learn how to play charades. There's so many good board games out there that people don't even know.
And on top of that, it's actually better for their brain than sitting there doing. Sitting there doing this for 4 hours or all day. So. Yeah,
that would be the part of this whole thing that they'll remember is you guys sitting around the candle
family
time. Playing Monopoly or whatever. I think that's almost about it. But the very last one that is the most important one is home defense.
Yep.
You have to defend your house. Because if the power's out, especially in a long-term situation, if the power's out in the neighborhood and if the cities and everyone's coming out into the suburbs looking for whatever and they see a light on, oh look, they have candles. They have stuff.
And a lot of people make fun of preppers, survivalists. Yeah. When we use the term zombie apocalypse, we're not talking about brain.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about the zombie is the person who did not prepare, did not listen when they could have listened and didn't get ready. So now they're going to want your stuff.
Yeah. Then they're going to come with hordes of them because they run in packs.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Ooh, they have stuff. Let's go get their stuff."
Yeah. And so guns, ammo, people.
Yes.
Okay. Seriously.
Home defense.
We are not in any way, disclaimer, saying kill people. Okay.
No.
No, we're not
There's
saying
a difference between home defense and then going out and stealing and killing.
Yes. So what we're saying is be prepared to defend your home, defend your family.
Yeah.
Especially you men of God, because we're supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay? That's our job.
If you got a little kid sitting there and they're going to die if this guy takes your food, then don't give him your food.
No. And don't let him take your food.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying.
and we pray that it doesn't come to that point.
No.
Where you're forced to make a decision.
That's what it's one of the best things that someone, I don't know who come up with. It is better to prepare 10 years in advance than 10 minutes too late.
Yeah, big time.
So hopefully none of this stuff is ever going to get used,
Yeah.
and you guys could have. That's the other thing too. Prep all this stuff, put it in the garage, and then keep an eye on the expiration dates, and then when the expiration dates are coming up on the food, that you have a expiration party, and you know your family and the kids, you have a big fun about it, and you guys go out there and eat all the MREs and the dehydrated food.
Well, we this is the thing. A lot of people were doing the prepping during the tragic presidency of President 44 Barack Obama. My garage here, I'll tell you right up front, both our walls, and Ed can attest to this, both our walls were lined with bottled water.
Yep.
We had, I can't even
You can
tell
get a case of water for $3 or under.
You can get Rural King for $2.
Yeah, stock
we stocked up on water. We had water filtration. We had a 50-pound bag of rice. We had beans. We had, you know, and
staples.
Guess what? Okay, we ended up not needing it right then.
Yeah.
Do we not still prep? Yes, we do still prep. We still have some preps. We still have a bug out bag. But the water, it was water.
Yeah, just got used.
Yeah, we drank it.
Yep.
No problem.
And that's I've actually talked to other Christians about prepping, and I've come into that before where God's going to take care of us. Why do we need to prep? Yeah, I can't grasp around that concept because, okay, we prep the house. We've got all this food. We got all this water. We got all this ammo. We got all this stuff, and we're going to survive great. Okay, God comes back and takes us away. We just left a really good treasure trove for someone
That's going to need it.
that's going to need it.
Yeah.
So we're still being a Christian.
Yeah, because there's going to be people after the rapture that are going to get saved, and they aren't going to be able to buy or sell because they won't take the mark.
Yeah.
Okay? Where are they going to get food from?
Where are they going to get food for? Yeah. So prepping and preparing is
Not just for you.
Yeah, it's not just for you. Yeah. And then if it's pre-tribulation, post-tribulation, mid-tribulation, whatever, God knows what He's going to do.
Yeah.
You're prepared for it.
Yeah, and I have this to say. Prep, be ready, in and out of season. The Bible says be ready in and out of season, okay? That number one. Number two, if you're a born-again, spirit-filled believer, if you're one of the true remnant followers of Christ, and you're prepping, like you should, okay? Noah was a prepper.
Yes.
Joseph was a prepper. Joseph, God showed him the meaning of Pharaoh's dreams that there was going to be 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine.
Yes.
They prepped. They
prepared 7 years worth of 12 years or 14 years of food to last the next 7.
Yeah. So because the population is not going to stop having kids, folks.
No.
So here's the thing: as a Christian, here's what you do. You're prepping. You've got your preps. You've got your bug out bag, and boom, the rapture happens, and you're gone. Here's what you do: if you have the capability to make a video. Make a video for your loved ones, because there's going to be loved ones left behind.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. It's just a sad fact. Make a video, not just for them, though, but for those in your church that think they're ready and are not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
We call those the religious.
Yeah.
They think because they've gone to church their whole life, they're ready to go, but they're not saved. They are going to come. They're going to show up at your house. You're going to be gone. So you need to leave them instructions.
Yeah.
Leave a Bible. Always have a Bible on the table. Leave instructions in that Bible. Leave a video, however you want to do it. Tell them, here's what's happened, and here's what's going to happen, and here's what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
So that they understand what they're fixing to go through, okay? Because they're going to have to go through some stuff. The Bible says even after everything, all the hell on earth that's going to be unleashed, there are still going to be some people here that survived.
Yep.
And you may be the reason they survived.
Yep. And they're still going to be able to go to heaven.
Yeah.
If they,
unless they're martyred.
Accept Jesus, unless they're marked and stuff. Yeah. So even though you leave, your prepping could save them.
Yeah. Could send
and
their
make them
children,
let them
or-
go to heaven, which
Yeah.
is what we're supposed to be doing anyway. So.
That's right. That's right. So remember that, guys. There's
Yeah.
more responsibility than you think to prepping.
Yeah.
And it's not like some church leaders who make fun of prepping and make light of it. Some Christians who make fun of prepping.
Yeah.
And they have the simplistic worldview that, oh, well, God's just going to provide everything.
Yeah.
No. God does provide.
Yeah.
But let me clarify.
Yeah, he provides because he gave you a job.
Yeah, he gave you a
Gave you
brain.
the ability to get
He gave
up.
you 2 hands and 2 feet, and you know what?
Sorry.
God will provide, but He'll
Yeah.
also take care of those who take care of others, man.
Yep. And then I was going to another point come up in my head. You don't need to rush out now. I mean, if you can and you have the ability, rush out now and buy everything.
Yeah, I would start prepping anyway.
Yeah, but what you do is you go to the grocery store. Just real simple scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the grocery store. Okay, this week we buy 2 cans of corn.
Yeah,
Right, for the house,
Yeah.
for the week. We're going to have a meal on next Wednesday. It's going to need corn. Okay, let's get 2 cans of corn.
Yeah.
You buy 4 cans of corn.
yeah, and go to the dollar store. It's less than $1
Yeah.
per can.
But you buy 1 extra, 2 extra every time
you put that
on everything, and then you put that away.
Yep.
Yeah. And then what you do is you get to keep it simple, you get a stockpile in your pantry of 10 cans of corn, right? You go to the store, the next time you go to the store, you go back to buying your 2 cans of corn.
Yep.
And you come home and you put them in the back and you take the oldest 2 cans of corn and eat those. And that way
And another thing,
your
in
supplies
preps,
always,
like Kroger's
spend.
right now. I'm a little plug for Kroger's. They're not sponsoring our video. But,
Yeah.
little plug for Kroger's right now. They do a lot of Nature brand vitamins, prep vitamins, chewables and stuff like that.
yeah.
Because here's
Yep,
the thing.
Yeah, that's part of the medicine, yeah.
Scurvy.
Is that, yeah.
People get scurvy if they don't have certain nutrients and minerals in their system. There's other things, goiter, all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So make sure you prep some chewable vitamins, some multivitamins,
Yep,
things
yep.
of that nature.
Yep.
Antibiotics,
Yep.
part of your
Yep.
medicine bag. Okay. Make
Yeah.
sure you prep some natural antibiotics. In case of that, you can go to Kroger's, great big bottle, or Sam's Club, or whatever. Honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Let's
amazing.
say you're out and about and things have crashed and they haven't got things back up yet. And let's say you can't go to a hospital. Let's say you get a cut right here. You get a scrape, whatever. Honey. You can take honey and put it on there. It's a natural antibiotic ointment.
Yep.
It's a natural Band-Aid. You might attract a few bugs, but trust me when I tell you, it'll keep you from getting an infection.
Yeah, but you
and help it heal up.
Put over it, then you put some gauze over it.
Yeah, put some
and-
gauze over
Yeah,
that or
keep it
whatever.
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
something.
honey is you can eat it. You can use it for natural
Yeah.
disinfectant.
But
I
then
mean,
you got to have the gauze to put it on there, though, by the way.
yeah.
You know.
But these are just simple things. We're just kind of glossing over. I think
Yeah, I've got videos on my blog about all this.
Yes.
And
go to Ed's blog at thewashmanspost.weebly.com.
Yep.
And link in description.
Yep.
And you can check out all of his. He's got videos on
Yep.
bushcraft and everything on
yeah.
there.
And I got, like I said, I got most of that stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
So just go to YouTube and said, how do I prep?
And what's that guy's name?
Dave Canterbury?
Dave Canterbury's got
Yeah.
some excellent videos
Yes,
on
Dave.
bushcraft on YouTube.
Yep. Self-relianceoutfitters.com.
Yeah, selfrelianceoutfitter.com, link in description.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
though he's not a sponsor, we're going to put him in the description.
Oh, yeah.
for you.
And he's not a Christian.
No.
But he's a good guy, and
Lot
man,
of
he
useful
knows. He's a lot of it. He has a school. You can go to his school and learn how to prep and be.
Yeah, wasn't he the guy that was in that show Dual Survival?
Yes, yeah, he's the one that started Dual Survival.
Yeah, he started a show called Dual Survival and left the show because, of course, they were wanting to do a bunch of goofy junk, and he don't
Yeah.
do goofy.
Drama.
Yeah, drama.
Cause drama. No.
No, there's,
Anyway,
there's no time for drama when you're trying to survive.
Yeah. So, but yeah. There's tons of videos. Just and that's the other thing that just popped in my head too. Your head. That is the best thing. Your best tool, survival tool you can ever have, you ever possess, is your brain.
Yep.
If you know the knowledge, then when something happens, you're like, oh, hey, I know how to fix that.
Yep.
And you know that by studying, by watching, by figuring it out. So.
Yep.
Your brain is your best tool. So
And I'm not tooting my own horn, but there isn't anything in this house that I can't walk around and fix.
yeah.
So Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we'll do more bushcrafting videos later. But yeah, prepare yourself for next year. Prepare yourself anyway, but prepare yourself definitely for next year.
Yeah.
Make sure you
and I
got
want to say this, and
make sure
I've
you're
said it
stocked up,
before.
man.
If you are a Trump supporter, if you're a conservative, period, up all the way through next year, hey man, you know what? Put your Trump flag up in your window. Don't fly it outside your house; they'll rip it down. But put your Trump flag up. Put your sign in the yard for Trump Pence. Put your stickers on your car. That's fine. Be proud of being a conservative.
Yeah.
Be proud of being a Christian conservative and a patriotic American. There's nothing wrong with that. But the day of the election, the night of the election, and the next day, don't have none of that stuff on.
Yeah, don't be a target.
Don't. I'm going to tell you right now, and Ed will attest to this. I'm a very forward person when it comes to things. I don't back down, but I will probably not be wearing this hat the day of the election, night of the election, and the next day.
Yeah,
I probably won't wear this hat for a week.
Yeah, until things calm down.
Until things calm down. I'll wear my NRA hat because that way I can let them know, no, I'm not the guy you run up on. But I'm not going to be wearing this hat.
Yeah.
So, because don't make yourself a target, guys.
Don't. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, don't make yourself a target. Keep your head on the swivel. All the terms.
Yeah.
Just watch everything.
Yeah, and here's
don't
another
trust
thing.
a soul.
If you have family that lives in town and you guys want to come together, and just in case, it's not a bad idea because there is strength in numbers. Make sure it's not family that goes, I don't believe in guns,
Yeah.
But make sure you have a plan.
What are you
Have a
doing
plan
now?
in place.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's the key right there. Have a plan. Have a plan in place. Implement the plan if it needs to be.
Yeah.
If it doesn't need to be, who cares? Now you got extra water.
Yep.
Extra food, extra things that you should have anyway.
That you can still drink and eat and use.
Yep.
It's
It's not wasted. Not wasted. So and then that's the other thing too. If you want to go that aspect and be the Christian charity wise, you got a whole stockpile of water you're not going to use. Some homeless person out there can need water.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't want to keep it in your house,
and you can always boil up that rice and those beans and stuff and go feed the homeless, man.
And we're talking November 6th, so that's right close to
I thought it was November 3rd.
November 3rd, sorry, that's what I said. It's close to holidays.
You got it.
So prep up the food if you're not going to use it.
Yep.
And you don't want it to go to waste. There's food banks.
But let's guys, let's hope none of these things do come to pass. Okay.
Yeah, this is
be in prayer for our nation. Be in prayer for our president, our vice president, and families.
And that's the other best way to prepare is pray. Pray.
And Jesus said, "Pray and watch."
Yes.
Watch and pray. So make sure you're doing that, guys.
Yep.
So anything else, bro?
Nope. That's a good one.
All right, man. God bless you.